Can't make a video, Trust. Now I can't hear what you all are saying on your live because I've got peppers and onions and ham, and I'm gonna crack 3 eggs in this sucker, put some cheese on it, and I'm gonna eat it. I just heard Chef Kicker say incoming food porn. Are you ready? Yep. 3 eggs, Colby Jack cheese, peppers, onions, ham, and Allie's over here like, that kind of. Okay, Colby Jack cheese, eggs, onion, Italian seasoning, peppers, yum, ham. Hey y'all, what a day. I'm still into the out. I went from store to store and I kind of feel like crying. I won't do it, not yet anyway. The reason I feel like crying is I'm overwhelmed with this emotion. And many of you know I'm an empath, so I'm not sure if I know it's some of my own, but I believe it's everyone else too that I'm feeling because, okay, like take for instance Aldi. I was speaking with this woman named Aunt Nancy. And hi Nancy, if you end up watching this. Her and her family are seriously thinking about moving to Africa. And we were talking about some of the things that we talked about on the live stream from last night that Bigfoot and I did. And we were talking about, I need air. We were talking about, the plans going forward for the world, not just the country, but the world, and how disgusted she is. And we came to that conversation because she's like, are you okay? Do you need help reading? Like, are you having trouble reading? And I'm like, no, I'm just frustrated. She's like, about what? I said, well, so far, all but this one I'm holding in my hand, the bread, has that bioengineered ingredients in it. She's like, oh, they already did it? And I said, yeah. I said, it's all over everything. And I'm like, when I say everything, like, so we found 3 separate breads. And mind you, they weren't all sliced breads. 3 in the whole store that were not. So then I go to Hannaford because I need buns because they didn't have any more of those buns that we get. And I was curious, like, does that have it on it too? Well, it does not. They're actually a product of Canada, believe it or not, and they don't have it. But I noticed that the Hannaford in-store stuff, I guess it's not baked in the store, but it's over in the bakery. That had it, the hamburger buns. But some of the in-store baked stuff didn't. But even though it's in your bakery and you think it's baked in the store, it's not. It's distributed. So I'm learning more and more about this, and I'm saddened because as I went through the store, I felt the weird need, just this need to tell other people to make sure you take the time, and I know everyone's in a hurry, but take the time and start looking at what's on the back of your food, what the ingredients is. And I woke up quite a few people today. Some of them didn't know it was happening at all. Actually, many. And some of them didn't know it had already rolled out. Because, unless you have a gluten-free allergy or, you have issues with certain things in foods, many people don't even take the time to read labels at all. Because you want that stuff and you just want to go home and cook it and eat it and get shopped for the week, So, yeah, it's just very heavy. I'm not going to let it stick on me long. I won't let it do that. But I wanted to process what I'm feeling before I get rid of it, because in that process is where I learn things. I learn about how other people feel by engaging in conversations with strangers, not just the people I know and hear on YouTube. I like to know what their stand is and what they're thinking and how they feel about it. And through this, I found that I was educating others. And a lot of people know, I noticed that a lot of people put things back. So for that, I'm grateful, because it obviously hit them in a way where they know too, it's not right. It's not right at all. And I didn't take long conversations about, what the generally modified bioengineered food stuff was. I don't think I had to. They didn't like the sound of it, and it was that simple. And, of course I told them, when you got home to look it up. Found a couple of friends through social media too, so we're now, gonna have a conversation further on other social media platforms due to this conversation. And they too want to educate other people about what's going on. And the one woman, her name was Nancy, and she said, what they're doing is wrong. And yeah, we can go through all the labels. It's just very sad to see. She said that other countries, it's illegal to do this. And our own FDA, the Food Administration, Drug and Administration, said it's okay. And they let this slide for Americans. Yep. So continue to have conversations with people and continue to educate people, and don't be afraid to let people know what's really going on, because this is truly concerning, not only to us, but when you should see the faces of the people that didn't know and that are concerned about it, and they don't want this. So keep standing together on this, because the attack on the food is absolutely real. I thought I would share with you guys some breads. Freihofers is original to here. Actually, one of my uncles is an owner of a Freihofers. They bake, they distribute. This is still good. This does not have any of the stuff in it. Yeah, so we're good here. Yeah, so they distribute and they also bake. But this one came from Pennsylvania here to New York. So anyways, this has got a date of June 9th, old time 647, the original low calorie, high fiber bread. It does not have the weird stuff in it either. And these are the ones, now these are really pricey. They've gotten more and more expensive. These are our hamburger buns, chicken sandwich buns. They're really, really good. So, yep. They do not have the bioengineered stuff either. So I just wanted to show you guys a few. You can get these kind of buns at Aldi, but they were like, geez, I want to say they were $5.99 or $6 something. Like, they were ridiculously priced. So I went, unfortunately I got these still for $4.99, but I'd rather do that. Again, we're gonna have to bake our own bread goods, and I've got a really good bread book that I need to get into. But I know, it's coming up on summer. We've been up in the 90s, high 80s. Been really hot here in the Adirondacks, and we're also going through a drought. So from the time it rained to the time it will again, it's going to be probably about a month, if not longer. Of course, we water, but you know, the lawns around here, some of them are looking really great because people can afford that in-ground sprinkler system. However, we haven't. We are going to have to start laying some water on our lawn because it's getting hairy. However, we've been concerned with the garden. So we do have the barrel. We do have the rain barrel in case of an emergency. And I've been using that because I don't want it getting stagnant. You know what I mean? But it did that last year, like twice, and then it just straightened itself out. This year it hasn't done it, so I don't know what's up with that. We haven't had any rain. So you can take your hose and put it into your rain barrel. We have well water. I wouldn't go doing that with your town water. I wouldn't do that. But then again, if you're in a drought, something's better than nothing, right? So anyway. Oh, I'm still processing. What would you guys think about me starting a Signal group? If you don't have Signal, download it. I was thinking about starting a Signal group for recipes, for from scratch, stuff that does not have bioengineered stuff, food, you know, it does not contain bioengineered food ingredients. So there's a lot of people out there that, you know, I know it's funny to have your great-grandmother's recipe and have that secret. But I think nowadays it's important to let those recipes loose. And with the help of like my mom, and I know a lot of you others, I think that we could get through this in baking at home, even though it's hot as heck. So what do you guys think to getting together through Signal and having like a recipe swap? Now, mind you, we're from all over the place. So up at the top where we'll name it, if you click what we name the group, you click it once and it'll have a drop-down menu and it'll have a mute button. And you can mute that for like 1 hour, 8 hours, a day, a week. So like no one would be woken up, but you'd have to remember to like mute it. So that way you didn't get disturbed when you sleep, because sleep is really, really important. But if some of you are interested, I know that some of you will be interested. I won't always be in there. I'll try to do what I can, but I just thought, you know, we could do that. Even if I wasn't in there all the time. And I would make a couple of admins that would help with the chat. But yeah, that would be through Signal. So I'll leave a link in the description of this video directing people when I make it. And I think that would help a lot. It would help a lot. Yeah, that would help alleviate a lot of these anxieties and whatnots with some of the food that we're buying, as if people had, you know, easier recipes for those ones that work and who are really, really busy and don't have a lot of time. Something that they could prep on a Saturday or a Sunday. That would really, 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 really help other people, I think. So I'm going to get this stuff in the house, what I did get. Oy. Just oy. I don't know. It's heavy, guys. It's heavy. But I'm going to finish processing it, and I'm going to get rid of it, lay it at God's feet, ask for his help and direction and where to go with this and what we should be doing. You know, when something is not right and something is wrong, many of us feel it greatly and deeply. And it's important to stay healthy. Yeah. Sound mind, sound bodies, and a lot of part of that sound mind is good sleep and good food and drinks, right? So y'all have a great day. God bless. Jesus' name. I love you. And we'll see you soon.